Yes, I think through the eyes of many people in Vietnam, they will think that this was a fail. But I looked totally different. First of all, he was by that time I think 20 years.
He's very young.
Very young. He didn't also speak English in the beginning phase, so in the beginning was not easy for him. But he was making very fast. He was making steps, and I think 2 months when he was already in Holland. And he came back to Vietnam. I think that was the first time I saw him because he played games for the national team. And you saw his body was already growing. He's already 1 meter 80, 85, and he have a strong body. And so you can see a little bit already what the different nutrition for sportsmanship, what it's doing. This is what the people could see. But what the people could not see is the transformation what he make in his mindset, like a more professional thinking. In Holland we play a little bit faster, it's more tactical, and he was improving a lot. He was improving really a lot. Heerenveen, they have really an idea with Đoàn Văn Hậu. They didn't sign him from commercial, they signed him because they really have trust in the player. But they said, okay, if we put him the next game inside and it's a fail, it will be very hard for him to come back. So we make a step. First we let him adapt to the Dutch football culture. The Dutch culture, the food, the training. He have to learn English, so step by step, we're making the steps, and he was improving. And the moment when it was for Đoàn Văn Hậu, the moment to play, by that time we have COVID. And in Holland we shut down the league, there were no games anymore. In Holland, a lot of football clubs had big problems because there were no games, they didn't have ticket sale, the sponsors would back out. And in Heerenveen, that year they had to fire 10 people from the office, so the money was going down and they didn't have the funds anymore. I don't see it as a fail. I think he improved as a person and as a player a lot in those couple months. To be honest, I love Công Phượng as a player and I love him as a person, both. He has the right mindset. The moment when I came to Vietnam in 2011, the players a little bit from the older generation, they had a different mindset. They wanted to stay in Vietnam. They didn't even thinking about to go play abroad. The generation from Công Phượng, they have a different mindset. They want to do something different. They want to make a step to play abroad. They even players like Công Phượng, they earn much more money in Vietnam than outside, but they don't care about the money. They want to do something else, what nobody is doing. They want to be the first Vietnamese player who's successful outside. So this is already a positive way of the new generation. But the problem with Công Phượng situation in Belgium is the Belgian football club. The Belgian football club, they didn't have a good structure. They had for the same position as Công Phượng, they had 7 players. They treat players like a bottle of Coca-Cola. They drink you one time, they don't like Coca-Cola, they throw you away and they drink 7-Up. But players are not Coca-Cola bottles and 7-Up bottles. You need to know this is a player from a different culture. We need to make him comfortable. We need to pay more attention on him. But if they don't pay your attention and immediately you play in the game, 20 minutes they give you the chance, you don't play okay the first time, they put you out and they don't look anymore to you. And this was in Công Phượng situation. I think if Công Phượng went to another club in a different country, it could be a success story. I think the most of the talents in Vietnam, after 2-3 years, you cannot learn anymore in the V-League. 2-3 years, play in the V-League, then you have around 60 games, and then you cannot learn anymore here. You need to make a step abroad. A lot of mistakes, what's going through, also in Quang Hải, that he chose for the wrong club, wrong league. I think in these kind of things I can support. And this is very important because when you go to a new club and you see it in Công Phượng or Quang Hải place, I think was the wrong. It was not about the player, it was about the wrong club, wrong league. I think the second division in France is the most physical league in the world. It's a very hard league. And then also if you play there for a team who's fighting against relegation, every game is a fight, is a war, is a battle. And Quang Hải is a player, when he gets the ball, very technical, he can give the balls, passing, moving, then he's in his best. But if he need to run behind an African player from 2 meters and tackle and duel with him, and this is not his gameplay. A move to Holland was much more better for Quang Hải. There's attacking play style, also many times man to man, more fast, more play football, more technically, and it's not really physical.